I actually cannot believe this is my third time filming this. Hey everyone, this is Sophia and welcome to the last video of 2024. In this video, as you can tell from the title, we're reviewing my 2024 goals and talking about my goals for 2025. But before then, I'm doing something a little different in this video, and I'm going to share a montage of all the things that happened to me in 2024, because I feel like if I had to choose a year in my adulting life that really had a significant impact on me, I would say 2024 was that year for me. I really feel like nothing I say about 2024 is going to do it justice. So this year instead, I'm going to be sharing a montage. Let's just get right into it.
Happy birthday! Yay!
Okay, so that is how my year went. I want to clarify though that even though it looked like my year was amazing, and it was, there were still some downtimes too. That was purely a highlight montage. It was all of the highs of 2024 and none of the lows. I really don't want to clarify that because I'm human. I have highs and lows. I've actually had a ton of lows in the last 2 months and I anticipate that 2025 is going to be probably But before we talk about 2025, let's start with how 2024 went. So the reason why I filmed this 3 times is because usually in the past what I've done is I'll screen record me going through my original video that talks about all of my goals and I'll just kind of live react them. However, I don't know what happened or if maybe the new iPad iOS is acting funky, but that seems to not have worked out for me this year. But we're just gonna go through them written down on my iPad, which I know is not gonna be as engaging, but hopefully it at least makes the video shorter. So let's talk about the goals that I had set for myself in 2024. So the very first one was save money. The first half, I was actually pretty good. And then we moved to New York City, and then all the savings I had saved up kind of disappeared. So we're gonna try this again in 2025. The second goal was read 25 books. This goal was also a previous year goal, and I still did not reach it this year. I kind of ran into the same issue, which is I was able to be really consistent for the first, I would say, 3/4 of the year, and then because of how stressed I was looking for an apartment, I just lost all motivation to read, and since then that lack of motivation has continued into this new apartment. For a few months, my Goodreads tracker was actually saying I was ahead, and I was really excited about it because I had kept up a good pace. I think I got up to about 16. Okay, number 3, pick up another hobby. I don't know what I was thinking really, because I knew I was going to move to New York, and so I knew that because I was about to move, I wouldn't have been able to pick up a hobby because all the hobbies that I would want to pick up required me to invest in physical things like painting. And so I did not start a new hobby in 2024. Number 4 is to squat 60 pounds. This is not including the weight of the bar, and I was able to do this twice this year. I'm very proud of myself. The reason why it was twice was because I was able to do it, I think, April or May. And then because of the move, and because of timing, there was a few weeks where I was not working out, and so that regressed me a little. And then I managed to get it back by, I think, like September, and then travel, and then that regressed me a little. So anyways, I was able to do it twice, but I haven't been able to crack the 60 unfortunately this year. But you know, being able to even do it once, I was so proud of myself. Part of it is because I always forget how strong my body can be. My 5th goal was to buy products only when I needed it. I was able to do this. And in fact, I think I was able to do it all year. Because I did no spend January, and I think I even did no spend February for the most part, I was really able to look back at my beauty purchases and what products I had in hand and use those up first before I bought new things. And that to me was such a good habit to create for myself this year. Number 6 is to take inventory of my things and clean out monthly. I'm gonna be honest, did not do it. I think for the first few months I was good about it, and then because I was living in Seattle, I was living at home, so I only had my room. For my room, I was able to do it for the first like 2-3 months because it was just my things, and because I wasn't buying a lot of stuff in Seattle, there wasn't really anything to purge because everything I had wanted to purge, I already purged it already. While we were in New York, at least the first few months, we didn't buy much. And then now that we're here in our apartment, we're also being really selective with what we're buying because a lot of what our current purchase needs are our furniture as opposed to like actual things. Technically, I would consider it a fail because I haven't done it, but also there hasn't been a need to do it. Number 7 is to be able to do my own gel nails. This was, I would say, a half success because similar reasons as to some of my previous goals, I didn't want to invest in things that would require me to do my own gel nails, like gel nail polish, those UV lights. I never learned. However, I did watch a ton of videos, and this was the year that I was finally able to learn how to take off my own gel nails, which I would consider that half a success because part of being able to do your own gel nails is to be able to also take them off. So I got halfway there. I'm definitely going to try to do the whole thing in 2025. And the last one is be careful of what I say. This one was also a success in my mind because I've gotten a lot better about thinking before I speak and then running through what I'm about to say before I say it. Of course, I still have slip-ups here and there. So those are my goals for 2024. I think I was able to do 3.5 of them out of 8, which isn't even 50%, which kind of sounds really bad. But I think retroactively looking at it now, I realized that a lot of the goals I had set was not realistic to what I knew was going to happen this year, and that was purely my fault. I kind of set myself up for failure, honestly. So I'm hoping that my goals for 2025 isn't going to do that. We'll see. Speaking of 2025, let's talk about my 2025 goals. First is to read 20 books. I realized after seeing my goals for 2024 that 25 is, I think, too high. For me, I'm realizing that if I'm able to get to 20, then I can up it to 25. But right now, I haven't been able to even crack 20 yet. My second goal is to be able to squat 150 pounds, including the weight of the bar, which the weight of the bar is usually around 45 pounds. So really, I'm just hoping to squat 105 pounds. The third goal, save money. I really don't know what else there is to say about it, but I would like to be able to save money in 2025. My fourth goal is to finish setting up my home office. Hoping that by the end of 2025, it'll be fully set up, I'll have all the equipment I want, and it'll look the way I want it to. So, fingers crossed. Number 5 is to don't hoard things and at least go through things once a quarter. I think this is actually doable because now we have our own place. I'm really nervous about accumulating things and then putting them away and then completely forgetting about it. And I really don't want to do that in 2025. Maybe like at the end of every quarter, my husband and I will spend a weekend going through everything and donating things. Number 6 is picking up painting again. Fun fact, I used to attend painting classes when I was a kid, and that was honestly one of my favorite after school activities. Now that I have my own personal home office, I also want to add a painting corner. And I already know what my first painting is going to be. Number 7 is to make net new friends. After college, I didn't realize how hard it would be to make friends. I want friends that are not part of my college experience and are not part of my work. Number 8, learn how to do gel nails. This is a legacy goal from 2024. So we're gonna keep at it. Like I said, have already watched a ton of videos on it, so I kind of know what exactly I need. Number 9 is to try a new recipe every month. To be honest, I feel like I was already doing this in 2024, but I really want to challenge myself to actively try something new every month. And the last goal is to visit one New York City tourist trap a month. Part of the reason why we wanted to move to New York City was because every time we visited, it's always felt like we've never seen everything. And that's one of the things that I do like about New York City. But because, to be honest, I'm not planning on living in New York City forever, at least for now. Who knows, maybe in like 2 years I'll change my mind. But I want to be able to say that I did everything. If people ask me like, oh, what'd you think of The Edge? Like, I want to be able to say like, oh, it was great, or oh, it wasn't worth the money. You know, I want to be able to like give advice like a native would. So those are the goals that I have for myself in 2025. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much if you've watched any of my videos this year in 2024, because that really does mean the world to me. I hope you have a wonderful 2025. May all your dreams come true. And I'm so excited to see what kind of videos that I share in the next year. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If not, I wish you have the best year ever. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time for another one. Bye guys.